As we could. In the end, he came back a little bit, but it was all clear and a good win for us.
Radek goes on to win Flight 2 and Flight 3, securing a place in the semi-finals and sending Francesco Bruni home.
So race 3 in the quarterfinals against Francesco Bruni. We again were working hard to get the left-hand side. It looked like it would be really strong. I was fighting a lot to get it, and I actually gave a little bit away in the start just to make sure I got it. That meant that he was actually strong out of the starting line, but we had the left-hand side we wanted. And from there on, we were just slowly squeezing him off, pushed him to the right. We went really hard left and had a strong lead at the first mark. And from then on, I think he probably lost faith a little bit in the project, and we basically sailed away to a victory.
So going through to the semi-finals was Torvar Murski, Damien Yell, Bertrand Passé and Jesper Radek. Join us after the break to see who makes it through to the finals and who goes on to win Match Race France. Welcome back to Match Race France. The quarter-finals have seen 3 tour card holders through to the semis, and with the race committee anxious about the sailing conditions over the next few days, they decided to push on with the first 2 races of the semi-finals. Torvar Murski chose to race Bertrand Passé. They managed to squeeze in 2 of their races before the end of the day. Torvar talks us through his first race.
Race 1 against Bertrand, the wind changed and it was quite shifty. It was coming from the mountains here in Marseille, and the wind is all over the place. So we actually wanted the left, but it ended up with the right off the start. So it was a little bit of a fluke, but you know, that's the way it goes. And we made the most of it and got a nice shift, which we're able to extend with around the course and just kept him behind us.
Having gained an injury in the pre-start of race 2, Murski struggled to keep focused and Passé took the win. Torvar's choice of opponent left Jesper Radek racing Damien Yell for a place in the finals. They also managed 2 races before the end of the day, and both were full of drama. Radek won his first race, but lost the second, levelling the scores.
So in the second race against Damien, we wanted to go left. We wanted to have the control in the pre-start, and we got both, so it was perfect. He had to dip behind us. Unfortunately, we actually got that one wrong because it was the right-hand side paying off, and in the end he was able to make small gains on the right-hand side, first upwind. It got close on the downwind, full-on jibing duel and lots of action, but that's how it is match racing. Second upwind, he went really hard right, and it was the right thing to do. He had a decent lead at second upwind mark, and we couldn't really do any more. I mean, that's how sailing is sometimes. You'll never get everything right because the wind is, you know, just has a little bit of unpredictability in it, and it happens. That's why you sail to more than one point in designing races, I think.
So as the day drew to a close, all the semi-finalists were poised at 1-1. The next morning dawned with a sense of anticipation. There was no racing during the morning, and the sailors had to wait for good breeze to pick up before they could start racing. By lunchtime, the conditions had improved and the sailing got underway. Murski gained an advantage over Passé in the 3rd flight of the semi-finals, bringing the score to 2-1. Flight 4 saw Passé levelling the scores for a second time, leaving a 5th and final semi-final race that Torvar needed to win to get through to the finals.
Flight 5 against Bertrand Passé, the decider. We received a penalty in the dial-up. We were on the starboard side and we decided we wanted to go forwards and attack Bertrand. He went onto the same tack as us and we had a collision.